Where can you find a putting green with a view like this? Here in the desert, Mesquite, Nevada. Wide open spaces punctuated by mountains, canyons, bluffs, and mesas. This is Falcon Ridge Golf Club, a golf course that is a cross between a championship layout and a roller coaster ride. The entire area features some of the most unique golf in America. It also has become a mecca for long drive championships. The RE/MAX National Long Drive Championship has been held here. All of this on your latest episode of The Traveling Golfer.
One moment changes everything. Distance, precision, decided in a microsecond. So reduce your ball spin and get the most performance at impact with 4 yards more. A next-gen golf tee proven by pros and players like you. The unique durable design flexes at contact, reducing ball spin, giving you tighter control and more distance. So change your game and get 4 yards more. Brought to you by Greenkeepers. Golf Smart.
In the desert, and when in the desert, you better be prepared. 3 most important things: sunglasses, sunblock, chapstick, and a lot of water on the golf course. You need that. Keep hydrated. Folks, this is desert golf at its best. We're at Coyote Springs, the Jack Nicklaus course right outside of Mesquite, en route from the Las Vegas airport. And our start at Coyote Springs is the perfect kickoff. The executive director of Golf Mesquite, Cody Law. Cody, welcome to the Traveling Golfer. Mesquite, 1 hour outside of Las Vegas, has all of the great golf without the congestion of Las Vegas. It makes it so easy and so close, unless you want to take a ride to Utah and play one of the great courses in America, Sand Hollow.
Well, that's been our niche for years. With Golf Mesquite, we've got 7 beautiful championship resort courses, all within 2 miles of each other.
So Oasis is virtually around the corner, but you've got wonderful other golf courses, and one of the ones that I thought was so well planned was Coyote Springs, which is right on the way from the airport to Mesquite.
Yeah, a lot of our groups that fly into Vegas from the Midwest and from the East and the Southeast, that is their stop on the way in. It's a Nicklaus course. It's literally out in the middle of nowhere, but it's a beautiful design. You know, it's got the Nicklaus moguls throughout the fairways, the finger-like bunkers around the greens, and it's a tough enough track to test anyone.
The strategic layout of it was outstanding, and then you get to these greens, and those greens are very severe, to say the least.
There's a lot of undulation, brutal pin placements.
On top of the strategic layout at Coyote Springs, they have some great water features that Jack Nicklaus put in as eye candy to dress it up.
Yeah, once you finish hole 9 or hole 18, if you look back up towards the course, you've got 3 cascades of waterfalls coming all the way down the last few holes, and it's great. It's fun to play.
Now you have 36 holes here at Oasis, but literally just right around the corner is Falcon Ridge, which is an acclaimed golf course, and I met a group of golfers who've been coming here from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania for 10 years, so they knew the Traveling Golfer, knew our sister show, Golf Talk Live Radio, and right away they said to me, "Shh, don't tell anybody about this place. We love it here." And their favorite course is Falcon Ridge.
Well, Falcon Ridge, I tend to be a little bit biased towards that because that's where I started in the golf industry. I actually started as a valet there 10 years ago.
The canyons of the Mesquite area are a topographical feature visitors never forget. At Falcon Ridge Golf Club, they'll be playing over, around, and through those canyons. There are elevation changes of 200 feet from green to tee or green to fairway. And all of it winds through this roller coaster ride of a golf course. And don't forget to top off your day with a post-round drink from the grill room atop Falcon Ridge, and an even more amazing view from the patio. 1 hour north of Mesquite is another golf venue, and making the drive through the Virgin River Gorge is part of the pleasure of the trip to Sand Hollow Golf Club. This journey is almost a spiritual experience and should put you in the proper frame of mind to play one of the greatest golf courses in all of America. Sand Hollow Golf Club, the masterpiece of architect John Fote. The golf course at Sand Hollow Resort, we've got head professional Adam Jasperson. Welcome to the Traveling Golfer. Zion National Park in the backdrop here. It looks like it's right there. It's 20 miles away, but it is an incredible piece of property here and being voted one of the top new golf courses in America.
Correct.
That's quite an honor.
It is. The original developers of the golf course picked a great piece of property to build this golf course. As you see, most people know in Zion's Park, a lot of the red rock, we have that red beauty, and to have the backdrop of the green grass up against that red rock is second to none.
You've got a little bit of two different golf courses that designer John Fote built on this property.
We do.
The front nine, a little bit gentler.
It's a desert-style golf course. You have a few forced carries over the desert landscape, not bad. And then you move to the back nine where you really get some beautiful vistas. Holes 11 through 15 are really our signature holes. The left side of all those holes is a couple 100-foot drop off into the Virgin River.
Woo! Getting dizzy already.
John Fote, in designing this golf course, his philosophy is that most golfers can play bogey golf and you have to work for a birdie. And Sand Hollow really proves that philosophy.
I wanted to ask you about the sand traps here. The bunkers are, well, they're red. Tell us about that.
They are. They're one of a kind. And that was part of the layout with John Fote. As you look back at a golf hole from green to tee, you will not see a bunker. But when you stand from the tee box back to the green, you see them all. And especially with our red sand, we use the native blow sand that we have out here.
Blow sand, that's a new term for me. Tell me how it's a little bit different.
It's not as dense as most sand that you find in a golf course. A lot of people find that once they learn to play out of our bunkers, it's an easier bunker to hit out of. You don't have to take as much sand and you can play it more like a natural golf shot.
Adam, slightly different desert than we see in Nevada, not the big cactus, the prickly cactus. You have a lot of sagebrush.
We do.
Yeah, tough to get out of that?
You know, again, you're dealing with the natural and native blow sand right underneath that sagebrush. It's not as hard to find your golf ball as you would think. So if you see your golf ball traveling into the desert, keep an eye on it. You can find it and you can usually play out of it similar to a bunker.
You can only say one word when describing this trip to Sand Hollow, and that is spectacular.
Creating a revolutionary product starts by asking, what if? What if we loaded every inch with game-changing innovation? What if we had a flight tuning system to control ball flight, roll face and cup face technologies for explosive power, slipstream sole technology for more speed, and dual carbon tech with 8 adjustable loft settings? And what if all this technology and performance costs significantly less than the competition? Exotics EXS by Tour Edge. Pound for pound, nothing else comes close.
Mesquite, Nevada, a golf paradise in the middle of the desert. How did it all happen? Well, we had to find someone who could fill in the holes in the story, not just of Golf Mesquite, but in the town of Mesquite too. Kirk Lay, he is president and owner of the Oasis Golf Club and has some ties that go back a long time. Kirk, Golf Mesquite, how did that ever start in an area that really wasn't a golf capital? As a matter of fact, at one time it was just a desert.
That's correct. When I moved here in '97, we were having difficulties with all the different casinos and golf courses here in town. We weren't getting along very well. So we came up with an idea, myself and somebody from another property here in town, and we called it Golf Mesquite. And the idea of that was to try to get people to come from all over to play all of our courses here in Mesquite and elsewhere. But and it took a little while to go, but after the first year, we had over 23 states participating in Golf Mesquite, so we knew we had something big. And since then, we've been going hard and strong, and we're doing very well.
that's amazing. We have seen other places in the country and around the world where a group concerted effort would help so much, but they don't play well together. To see that that's worked in Mesquite is, number one, refreshing, but it's also a way to make the rest of the country and the world come to the area. A number of years of golf trips to the area, and I've met people, golf groups, large golf groups from Alberta, Canada, from Chicago, from Salt Lake City, from Oregon, from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and then of course from the Philadelphia area. And they found this oasis here, to use the name.
That's correct.
Tell us a little bit about the golf in the area. You've got 36 holes. Arnold Palmer came and did this particular course, and the two courses that actually make up Oasis Golf Club. Some real elevation changes, some incredible views, very memorable.
That's what I like about Mesquite. People think of the desert, and they don't think of these big views and these, dramatic tee boxes and what have you. But here in Mesquite, just at our golf course alone, I think we have 5 holes that we could call our favorite hole. The picturesque hole of all of our 18 holes, we have 5 of those because there's such dramatic shots and elevation changes and what have you.
We have my favorite in the entire area of all the courses, and it just happened to be, I guess great minds think alike, Arnold Palmer's favorite. The number 6 hole on the Palmer course is incredible. A green surrounded by small mountains in a canyon. I
was told it was never touched. In other words, he saw that and he said, this is where the green's going to go. This is where the green's going.
Well, I can tell you right now that I can never play that hole that I don't look up real quick, because I swear it's a scene from one of the old westerns where the Indians are going to be up on top of the ridge any second.
Right.
But in addition to the Oasis Golf Club, there's some other courses. Let's start with Falcons Ridge, which I always call a roller coaster ride with a little bit of golf mixed in.
Well, the nice thing about Falcon Ridge is that we can actually see the course from our course, so they look very similar. They have the elevation changes, and again, a challenging place to play golf.
And another one right in town, also Conestoga.
Conestoga is another beautiful golf course. This is out in Sun City, Mesquite. They have memberships, and it's also open to the public as well. It's a beautiful golf course.
And then we take a little trip over into Utah, and we see some of the courses there. But before that, you'd have to drive through the Virgin River Gorge, one of the greatest drives in America.
That is correct. A lot of people don't know about it, but I-15 through the gorge is beautiful.
When we do our golf trips, we'll have a few vans. I won't allow a first-timer to drive through the gorge on that trip, because I'm afraid of the car going over the edge when their eyes pop out. Let them look, and somebody else who's been through their drive. When we get on the other side, there's a couple of other great courses there, but the leader of the pack is Sand Hollow.
Sand Hollow is another beautiful golf course. But southern Utah has some incredibly beautiful golf courses, again, with some beautiful views, and it's just another great place to play golf.
And it's in the town, although it's spelled like hurricane, it's not, it's called Hurricane.
That is correct. Hurricane.
Hurricane.
Just like Nevada, not Nevada.
Right, exactly. What a great mix of golf and fun in the area. I talk about it too, that, yeah, of course there's the casinos, and I guess maybe that's how Mesquite got here. I don't know what started Mesquite. I mean, it's in the middle of nowhere, right by the Arizona and Utah borders. People started coming here because...
Well, because of my grandfather, quite honestly. Cy Red, who invented the video poker machine, also pretty much founded Mesquite for the rest of the world. He used to drive through here up on his way to Utah from Las Vegas and back, and he would say, gosh, this should be the #1 suburb of Las Vegas, should be Mesquite, Nevada. He built a casino, built some golf courses, and the rest is history.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And it's great history. It's great golf history. People now coming from all over the world, and they never come out of here without great golf, nice places to stay, a little fun in the casino, and some fun dining too.
Absolutely.
I know we go to a couple different places, the same ones every year. whether it's an authentic Mexican restaurant that we have some fun at. And of course, what they like best during a golf trip and visiting a Mexican restaurant is margarita! Or a great steakhouse like Gregory's, or even eating in your own restaurant right here at Oasis, where it's a great place to start the day or end the day.
That is correct.
All right, Kirk Lee from the Oasis Golf Club and Golf Mesquite. Well, when I came into the desert, I said I needed someone to show me the way. He's been showing me the way on golf courses for years. Ed Sheeran, acclaimed golf course architect from the Philadelphia area, now in the desert, here at the Oasis Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada, and all the other golf courses. Ed, welcome to the desert.
Well, it's great to be here.
Yeah, and I'm sure you look at these golf trips a little differently than the usual player coming out. There's part of you playing and the other part of you taking a note here and there, dissecting the golf courses. What did you see this week?
Well, the natural features that you had here were just spectacular. The canyons, the bluffs. I mean, we're 50, 60, 70 miles from the start of the Grand Canyon, which is one of the most preeminently beautiful places in the United States, if not the world. That's
right over the Virgin Mountains. Behind us, right over the other side, is the north rim of the Grand Canyon.
That's right. And then the artistry really was situating a golf course in that kind of terrain. And they did a great job here.
Yeah. You know, when you see that, you say to yourself, it's such rugged property. I think a lot of engineering has to go into building a golf course here, correct?
Absolutely. If you didn't have modern earth-moving equipment, you wouldn't have a chance out here. But, you know, in the last 50 years with big caterpillars and engineering, you can fit them in, and it's a tremendous opportunity for golfers to come out here and experience really dramatic golf. As an architect, what you really want to have is a unique palette to work with. And I'm actually jealous of architects here because everything is just so dramatic that when the average golfer comes out here, the wow factor is so incredible that even though they're as strategic as a golf course in a more mundane setting, the differential really is the natural settings that they have out here.
Well, if Ed Sheeran, acclaimed golf course architect, gets wowed, you can imagine what regular Joe golfer does when he comes to Mesquite, Nevada. Put on your seatbelts. It's an experience you'll never forget. Now it's time for a history lesson. Golf history lesson. Did you know that the Long Drive Championships got their start in Mesquite? The Mesquite Regional Sports and Event Complex was built to hold these long drive champions. Brian Dangerfield was athletic director for the city of Mesquite and brought the event. It's gone to other locations, but without that start in Mesquite, wouldn't have happened. We also had the big break at Falcon Ridge, made for TV, but a lot of fun, followed up by the Para Long Drive Championships, held on the same stadium. Amazing athletes, missing a leg, an arm, competing just the same, and amazing the people that watch them launch these long drives. Behind us, well, we've got some long drive guys and some great players. Chad Klein, a native of Mesquite, finished in the top 48 in the World Championship. Giving a little instruction to James Bronsberg, just finished his college career at Drexel University, the reigning Montgomery County Amateur champ, headed out to the mini tours. Must be fun having a championship in your own town.
Oh, any city of our size that has a world championship is phenomenal. And we're thinking of moving it back to company 500-yard drives.
That's beyond belief. We've got Chad Klein here. He's a local favorite from Mesquite, Nevada. Finished in the top 48 in the World Long Drive Championship right on his home turf here. They say, drive for show and putt for dough, but I think there's a lot of money in this whole long drive business too.
Definitely, we drive for show and drive for dough.
Yeah, really. So tell me your club head speed. I know everybody, we think, hey, we get up around 100. That starts to be pretty good for an amateur player. You are?
I'm at about 142 average.
142 average. That doesn't even compute in my brain. That's incredible.
The ball speeds are over 200 miles an hour. I'm about 210 mile an hour ball speed.
So, have you given up on your regular playing golf for fun and just out here long driving it?
It's two different swings, and my first passion was golf. This is kind of my side hobby, so when I do long drive, I definitely take a weeks off to focus just on long drive.
And you played collegiate golf?
I did for my first year up in the University of Idaho.
University of Idaho. Well, that's not too far from Mesquite, Nevada. That's good. And tell me a little bit about what it was like competing here with the lights on and 1,000 people here and all the loudspeakers, everything going on.
If anybody's in fast sports, it's an adrenaline rush as well. I mean, people might not think that golf, it's the adrenaline, but you get on that first tee and you tee it up and you can just feel it going through your veins.
Now, when us amateurs play golf, we try and control the adrenaline. Right. Does it help you in this?
You actually want to use the adrenaline to your advantage because that's what we want to go for. We want to go for distance, so that's going to help you hit it a little farther.
All right, Chad Klein, he hits it as long as can be. And he does it right here in his hometown of Mesquite, Nevada. Time to challenge Chad Klein, the long driver. Chase that, big boy.
Pretty good.
Oh, wow. Another humbling experience for the traveling golfer. From Mesquite, Nevada, adios.
Tony Leodora's golf wardrobe, courtesy of Antigua, the leader in modern golf apparel. Tour Edge is the official equipment sponsor of the traveling golfer.